Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another show of the Lovin Dubai show that we run every day at 8:30 a.m. and where we give you all the tea on what's happening in and around Dubai, what's happening.
So I thought there was an issue with the live.
We're good.
We're good.
Shahir, thanks for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having me. Casey's currently away for the next 2 weeks, so I'll be taking her place.
Yes.
We miss you already.
We really miss you, Casey. And but before we start the show, this is starting the show. Let's run you guys through our top trending stories, starting with a death sentence for a man caught selling drugs on WhatsApp in the UAE.
And green passes will be required before entering a government entity.
A WhatsApp video claiming that there was a deadly tank explosion in Dubai is false.
And we have an interview with a multi-talented British singer, Craig David. He was really nice. He gave me life advice.
Gave you life advice?
Yeah, prior to the interview.
Yes, you passive heard it. Not passive, passive heard it.
But that was nice of him. Guys, thank you so much for watching, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or podcast form. We also do the podcast, so hello to all our listeners there. So if you're doing your daily commute to work or just need something to listen to in the shower.
Exactly. I think, we spoke about this before. The best time to listen and get all your daily news and updates is when you're in the shower. Because who wants to hear their own thoughts, right?
Or music. Music's overrated at this point.
Music's overrated.
Start your mornings with us.
Music doesn't give you information.
But before we get to the show, we have...
Oh my god!
Look at that!
Oh my god, we have mince pie, bottle of bubbly, some really nice cookies, plum cake.
All the Christmas goods. There's a few ornaments inside. This is from Taj Dubai, so thank you so much for sending this through to us. One lucky winner can have all this and more. The more is the joy of having a surprise gift. And all you have to do is answer one simple question.
It's covering your face.
It's covering everything. All you have to do is answer one simple question. We want to know, who would you rather spend your Christmas with, family or friends? I know it's a controversial topic on account of, Christmas.
Let's move this over here now.
Yeah.
So you can be winning this whole hamper just by answering the question, who would you spend Christmas with, your family or your friends, and why? Shahir, you tell me.
So with Eid, obviously I don't celebrate Christmas, but with Eid, we do the first half of the day family bonding time. So we go visit all the houses, and then at night I always see my friends and ask them how much they got in comparison to me. But it's always split in half, and Eid's always a day for me anyway. What about you?
So Christmas, I think I would say family, but because they're not here right now, I'm just gonna say friends, because right now they are my family.
That's so true. Like, you get to a point where your friends are basically family, so all that special bonding time counts for something. So all you have to do is answer the question.
Look at his expression. Are those judgments that you're passing through your eyes?
Ali, who would you rather spend Christmas with, family or friends?
I don't celebrate Christmas.
Okay, but if it's just like festive, right? If you get the day off, who would you want to spend it with? Friends?
Friends. Eid or family?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, yeah, well, on account of that, I'd go with the same answer.
Okay, guys, we'll move on. But answer anywhere, answer on Instagram. We're seeing your comments, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, right? Any of these platforms, send in your answers and you can be the lucky winner of this hamper.
And tell us, what would you rather do with those people? Give us nice creative answers, whether it's family or friends. We want to know what you enjoy Christmas doing and who with.
And the hampers from Taj Dubai. But let's get into our first story. So a death sentence for a man caught selling drugs on WhatsApp in the UAE. Now a Pakistani expat got a death sentence by the criminal court of Abu Dhabi after being found guilty of possessing and dealing narcotics and psychotropic substances inside of the UAE. Now apart from the death sentence, the court further ordered the destruction of the seized products as well as the confiscation of his car and telephone that was used in the crime, as mentioned by the Khaleej Times report. Now, the anti-narcotics section of Abu Dhabi, they were tipped off after finding that the accused was involved in just the promotion of narcotic substances by communicating with a drug dealer abroad. Now, through this communication is how basically the team in Abu Dhabi they got to find out, and the drugs were being dealed and delivered in large quantities to the accused and other UAE residents who would then attempt to sell them via WhatsApp. So that's how the whole ring just started circulating, because it comes in large quantities and then gets supplied to a couple, some who then go on WhatsApp and just have like a network where they supply drugs to different people, different residents. So it's like you catch one person and then you catch the full ring.
Not worth it at all. Like, I feel like every time I'm on the show, it's we're always talking about a drug story. And why bother? You're always gonna get caught. It's not worth it. I only found out what psychotropic drugs are about a half an hour ago. I was like, what does that mean?
Sure.
And my point is, these drugs affect your mental state.
Yeah,
what
for sure.
what pleasure do you get in doing them? What pleasure do you get in selling them? You're living a life of like behind the shadows.
Exactly, like
You're
hide
always
and
on edge.
Yeah, very true. It's like you're never. It's not, what kind of a life is a living in hiding
Literally.
and just being scared of the authorities the whole time, and like what do you do with all that money that you earn? Very true.
You can't even put it in a bank. They can trace it back to you.
And it's so scary. Like it's not like 10 years in prison. It's a death sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's, really, is that what you want to be doing with your life? And is it like you said, like Shahir said, is it worth it? Not at all. Like for those few moments of just like pleasure that, you know, like just the extra thousands, like it's just not worth it at all. And the UAE has very, very strict anti-narcotics laws. So anything that you do, if you are found guilty, you are in a lot of trouble. But if you have a drug addiction and you do come clean to the police, you will be helped and you will be provided assistance. So if you want to, like, if that thing is there, like, you know, if you know any family or friends, do kind of give them the assistance to go and, you know, come clean.
Rehabilitate themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
There are different ways to approach treatment. So just be aware that things can look up if you're ever going through
a certain phase.
Exactly.
Yeah, very true.
Moving on to the next story, green passes are required when entering government entity. This is announced by the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, along with the Ministry of Health and Prevention, that as of the 3rd of January, green passes on the Al Husn app will be mandatory before entering government entities. This also applies to employees of the federal government, where entry will be enclosed to only those who have received both doses of the vaccine, as well as a booster shot in some cases. In order to maintain a green status on the Al Husn app, a negative PCR test will be required every 14 days, and those who are exempt from vaccination will be allowed to enter as long as they can provide the green status on the Al Husn app, and a negative PCR test is taken every 7 days.
I mean, these precautions are just necessary. Yesterday I went to Global Village and it was completely bustling. Like there were so many people and everyone just wants to have get out, have a good time, and that also the kids are on holidays right now, schools are on a break, so you want to keep your family safe, your friends safe. So I mean, these are just precautions that are necessary to ensure everyone's well-being.
And as long as you're being safe around this time, you're guaranteeing yourself a good Christmas where you will be able to see people with precautions taking place and reassure everyone's safety and security. A lot's happening right now with the numbers increasing, and I think just being proactive, knowing what your responsibilities are and what your due diligence is, and keeping everyone safe is necessary. So please just be aware and be cautious and think of others, and it's just a selfless act to reassure the safety and security of everyone around you.
Look at you, Shahir. It's so holy and pure.
A PCA announcement from Shahir at 8:30 in the
Amazing.
morning is exactly what you need.
Exactly what you need, and just the fact that, you know, you're so considerate. I'm really lucky to have such a considerate co-host.
Gee, thanks, Simran.
But you know what? Yesterday on the show, we had such an adorable family moment with Casey and her niece and just her cousins, and you know, you can have that family moment too. When they took all the precautions necessary, they didn't let me hold the baby.
Exactly.
You know, just like, because you want, it's fine, like the families and stuff gathering, but like outsiders, you have to be that extra bit of precautionary. And it's really not offensive, you know, like just having those boundaries with people, because we are living in a time of pandemic, and just ensuring that the other person, like if you're having a gathering, like impose the PCR tests. have people show that they're vaccinated, because at the end of the day, it's health over everything.
Exactly. And also, no handshakes, by the way. Don't shake anyone's hand. It's officially banned again, just as another PCA. So just be aware of how you're social distancing, how you're approaching your day, what can you do to reassure your safety and the safety of others.
Very true. And in the beginning of the show, we did say we're giving away a hamper from Taj Dubai. So we got a few comments in on Facebook. So Jonah said, I would like to spend Christmas with my family because it's been like a tradition and we are in different continents. And Angela said, friends, because of the situation we are in and unable to travel to see our loved ones, so friends are family. Oh, like I think that's the situation with a lot of people right now.
I know, and you can't travel, and there's just a lot going on. One of the saddest things we're seeing the last few like Christmases and Eids and everything, people doing it over Zoom.
Yeah.
So once again, the more cautious you are, and the more you're taking these measures, the sooner you can have a good old Christmas celebration like every other year prior to the pandemic.
Very true. Preach that from Shahir. Moving on to our next story, a WhatsApp video claiming that there was a deadly tank explosion in Dubai is false. Now, a worrisome video with horrific graphics is doing rounds on WhatsApp once again and causing panic amongst friends and family residing abroad. Now, however, there's no reason for alarm whatsoever, as the video being circulated on social media groups is false and outdated. A montage of 4 unrelated videos were strung together to make it appear as if a chaotic blast had taken place in Dubai. Now, the series of incidents took place in Ajman, Cairo, in Italy. And the first clip is from a tanker and lorry collision that took place on a motorway on the outskirts of northern Italian city Bologna, resulting in a major fireball explosion.
Following that, the second video is from a crude oil pipeline blast that ruptured in July 2020 in the suburbs of Cairo, Egypt. The third clip is a montage showing a fire broke out in Ajman market on August 5th, 2020.
Now, the last clip in the montage sequence shows the horrific moments right after the explosion at the Cairo rail station. Now, the Cairo rail station blast that took place on February 27, 2019 left at least 20 dead and 50 injured. Now, these are all very, very horrific blasts that have just videos of such, these incidents have been strung together to make it look like it was an incident that took place in Dubai or Ajman, which is not true. And of course, when you see videos like this online, it's just very scary. And then if you have people living in those areas, you just get so scared for them. So please do refrain from forwarding misleading videos on WhatsApp in order to prevent the spread of unnecessary hysteria. And it's worth noting that penalties go up to 1 million dirhams for spreading rumors in the UAE. Have you seen the videos by any chance?
I've seen them this morning with you. Once you posted them, and it just makes you think, like, be aware of what you're spreading around. Obviously, you're not always going to think that what you're receiving is false news, but especially with WhatsApp, and this gives me deja vu from the last time that I came here.
Video. It really,
it's insane. It's so tragic to look at.
Yeah.
But it's also outdated and from a few years ago, multiple different incidences, and literally you're causing mass hysteria. People are all freaking out over something that isn't even factually true as of this moment. Well, it's not true at all, but it's not relevant to our time. And there's a penalty for misleading and misrepresenting what actually happened. So please be aware of that. This gives me deja vu from the last time when I came here and I was telling you about my dad sending anything he sees on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
I wish I did say that. He's gonna watch the show.
But it's like very common, right? Like, but it's literally where its source is from. But it is common to forward. It is common to forward these messages and just like check with the person who's staying there. Like, is this true? Is it not?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But I mean, of course, at one point, like you can stop the domino effect of like forwarding it around, because you never know. There's
also the whole fact of the video comes from one person, broadcast it to 50 people. Those 50 people send it to another 50 people, and it literally is a domino effect. So you can't always, you're gonna receive something, and your first thought's not gonna be, is this true? Is it not? You're more inclined to believe it. So it's just being aware of what you're spreading. Fact check. Go online. Literally just Google it, and you're gonna reassure yourself that what you're spreading is factual. So it's just having that
And luckily,
sensibility.
yeah, and luckily we live in times where you Google just the keywords and you will be able to know exactly what is happening, where it's happening, when it's happening, and all of the details. But thank you guys for watching, and of course, Shahir, please tell
Let's
about
show
this
off
hamper.
the gift hamper one last time. This piece of beauty could be yours. We want to know, who would you rather spend Christmas with, family or friends?
You want to show your head on Instagram for the cover
Yep.
picture?
There's a lot going on in this beautiful hamper. Thank you to Taj Dubai for sending it again. There is a plum cake, Christmas ornaments. There are cookies,
mince pie,
mince pies. Haven't had one in a while.
bottle of bubblies.
Yep. All the good stuff, courtesy of Taj Dubai. All you have to do is answer one simple question. You will be put into an automated raffle and potentially win this beautiful gift.
It'll be all yours for the taking.
Let's look at Instagram.
Look anywhere.
But thank you so much for watching. Up next, who do we have, Simran?
Guys, up next, we are joined by one of the most recognizable names in music, whose career spanned over 20 years with 20 UK top 40 singles and the 7 UK top 40 albums. Now, we are joined by the one, the only Craig David. Right after this short break, so keep watching.
Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door.
So guys, very exciting. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. And now we are joined by one of the most recognizable names in the music industry, whose career has spanned over 20 years, which is 2 amazing decades. Craig David, welcome on the show.
Listen, it's a privilege and honor to meet you. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you. I'm genuinely living the dream. I feel very blessed to wake up every morning to get to do these things we do, you know.
It's definitely not your first time in the UAE. So how are you liking it being back here?
Do you know what I love most when I come is I love the people. You know, I feel like every country I go to, like you get a really warm feeling with the relationships and the people that you meet there. So every time I've come to Dubai or to the UAE in general, it just feels like I get a big warm hug when I come here. So I feel very homely. So yeah, I felt that again. So it's good.
That's so cute. And of course, you totally deserve it, because just the way you interact with people itself from the very beginning, it just sets that tone of friendliness and just makes people so comfortable around you and with you. So I'm sure most of it comes from you.
I mean, I hope it mirrors back. You know, I'm always looking for the best in people. So that's so if you start there, then you can always, you know, have your boundaries if it's not kind of mirroring. But I'm very blessed. I get to meet, and everyone just seems to be on this part in my life in particular. I'm meeting people who just kind of match my energy, which is a good vibe.
Has that ever backfired? Always trying to see the best in people and giving people the benefit of the doubt?
Do you know what? I always feel like if you give people the benefit of the doubt at the top end, one of the biggest strengths that I've now acquired over experience is having strong boundaries. So I know that if anyone is entering too far into the boundary because maybe they're not conscious of what's going on in the moment, then at that point, I can do it gracefully to let someone know, look, we're good here now, or I need to leave now. But I'll always give people the benefit of the doubt, because I think that's just human connection, right?
Yeah, very true. So tell us, where are you staying in Abu Dhabi?
So at the moment, currently, I'm so close to which would have been the palace of sort of roughly where I'm at. There's a hotel now, but it would have been the palace of one of the rulers here in the UAE. So I'm literally across the road. I can see the palace in my left-hand corner here. And then even tomorrow, possibly I'm going to go to the mosque here. The beautiful mosque I've heard such wonderful things about, and how incredibly spiritual it is anyway, but just to see it in its magnitude.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're vibing here. I haven't given you a specific place because I'm a bit I was just trying to work out where it was, but I know I can
We need the
see
hotel, we
around
need
me.
the room number, we need the floor number, details.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know the phone number, but I'm going to ring up the reception, see if they can give me the direct line. Then I can give you all the details, the address, the gate, the room number, everything you can get through. So you have all the things you need.
A huge congratulations. You were honored with an amazing, it's called Order of the British Empire. We had to Google that because we weren't sure what MBE is. But
MBE, yeah.
Congratulations, that's amazing. And to hear Prince Charles was a huge fan. What are your feelings after that?
That's amazing. Now, to be a member of something that's holds such history, such privilege. I mean, it's something that I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be going to Windsor Castle, where the Queen resides, and then to meet her son, Prince Charles, and for him to give me the award, to go with my mum, for her to experience the whole thing. I never imagined that would ever happen, but it was an incredible experience. I just feel like for my mum to be there with me. And I think, talk about something making your parents proud. I felt like there was that moment where when the MBE was being put on my morning jacket, I was like, ooh, I know my mum is looking in the corner, and there's that moment of like, wow, like I've raised this boy into a man, and now he's here in Windsor Castle where the Queen is with Prince Charles. So I was just happy for her.
What a moment. Like I literally got goosebumps when you were saying that, because at the end of the day, it is all about making your parents proud and just them, like having that feeling of I raised this one, right? Totally.
And for them to be seen, like I wouldn't be who I am without the way that my mum raised me and the sacrifices that she made for me to be where I am right now. So I'm just really grateful. And I feel like it's a moment where everyone gets to see that, but my mum knows how unconditionally I love her and I'll do anything for her. So yeah, it's good vibes all three.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. So I wanted to ask you, so you waited a very long time for the right TV opportunity. So why was, the project that you're getting into, if you could tell us a little bit more about that, and why was that the right project for you?
Sorry for that. I missed that little bit you said at the top end.
So you're getting sorry,
Karen, sorry.
Okay, so you've been waiting a long time for the right opportunity in television.
Oh, television. Sorry, right. Okay, yes. So television. Do you know what? It's just always been that thing where I'm a musician at heart. That's what I do. And then when it came to TV opportunities, I didn't feel that I necessarily was ready to be on a panel and to give enough wisdom and experience to anyone who's performing. Even though now I'm like to get the opportunity to be on Walk the Line as a judge, I still don't really feel I'm a judge, because I feel judge sounds like you're in a courtroom and you're sort of judging people. And I still I have no right to judge anyone here. All I can do is be a mirror for whoever's performing on stage and hopefully maybe mentor them or coach them. But the beauty of that show is that you don't get another time to perform on the same night. So me critiquing you and telling you what you did wrong or what you could do better on the show doesn't really help you. It's more a case of, what can I say that can empower you, that if you go through and you hopefully win all this amazing money, or you leave the show, you feel empowered. That's all I can really do, because there's a human being on the stage, and I want everyone to know there's another human being, not, okay, cool, you're in a show and it's all just glitz and entertainment. No, there's a human being, to treat them with respect, and don't diminish their experience into being shame or guilt on the stage. Because I think some other shows we've seen, people have a bad experience when they've come off of it, and there's no need for that. Even if they sang terribly, you could still give it to them in a way that's like, I think you might need to work a bit better at that. We don't have to slam the person until they whoa, in front of the whole nation. Just like, come on. So I'm just that kind of guy.
So the show we're talking about is On the Line. I'm really hearing your thoughts on this. You're such an incredible person, like such beautiful thoughts, and the way you convey what the messages and convey just what you're thinking. It's amazing to hear and very inspiring. And I'm so glad I had the pleasure of speaking with you.
No, you know what? The pleasure's all mine. The most important thing that you can ever have in this life is new connections, new relationships. So I've enjoyed this moment. And I say this in a lot of interviews, because I'm trying to sort of double down on it, that it's not a means to an end. It's not, let's do an interview, Let's talk about just the album, talk about the single, talk about the new TV show, and then you forget it and you move on to the next and do the same. I'm speaking with you, and like, this is my experience of this, and this is my memory of it. So if you have that, then all the rest of it is like, okay, yeah, we'll talk about that. But let me enjoy you for a moment, enjoy this moment. So I appreciate the time today. It's been
Beautiful.
a really nice
Thank you so much. Hopefully we can have you down in the studio with us in person, where we can all fangirl in physical form and not in virtual form. But thank you so much.
Listen, I love
Craig
to.
David, guys, for the Love in Dubai show.
Love. I appreciate
Huge
you.
honor for us. Thank you so much. Bye.
Definitely. And remember, when I do come down, I'll definitely come. We'll pass through, because this trip has kind of been more Abu Dhabi, doing the festival, and then I go back because I've got to do some recording. But when I'm next here, usually we'll come into Dubai and we'll spend some time there. But I would love to come through. It'd be nice.
I'm
I always
hold
love
you on that
face
one.
to face. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm not one of those guys that I'll say the thing and then you don't hear from me for years. I say it. If I say it, I say it. So
we have an office full of huge fans who are just like trying to get a small view of you from the corner. But yes,
we'll
love to have you in the studio.
Done. Say less. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I send you all my love. God bless you today, and have a beautiful day, all right? And I'll see you soon, okay?
Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.